All right, we are back looking at cards that I think you should be buying right now. Let's get in. Let's look at some Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Let's do it. All right. So, I do have the results of the winners of the giveaway for the 3 Yubel cards and the Collector's Rare Ancient Chant. So let me bring that up so that we get that out of the way, and on the next video we will have another giveaway, but not on this video. So next video, another giveaway. I got to put that one together still. So the winners are, we got Justin Sandher, 4489. You got the 3 Yubel cards. Congratulations, my man. And then for the Ancient Chant, we got Rockman Dude 173. You got the Ancient Chant. Congratulations to you all. I'm really happy for those who win. We love doing giveaways on this channel. We really do. So all you got to do to get the giveaway is send me your physical address to this email address, co2cards, the number 10 at gmail.com. That's all you got to do. So send me that address as well as proof that it's you. It can just be a screenshot of your YouTube page. That is sufficient for me. But send that to co2cards, the number 10 at gmail.com. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We are getting very, very close to 2,000. Super excited for that. So keep that in mind. Also, the like button, it does help us out tremendously. All right, let's jump into these cards. I've got a weird collection of cards that I think you might want to be looking at right now. Look, we are in the dark winter of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's been like a month since a set has been released, or at least it feels like it. It's been a long time. And we're not having, Legacy of Destruction does not drop for probably pretty close to a month from now, maybe 3 weeks. So we are in the middle of the dark days, nothing being released. Save your money, save your money, because you got Legacy of Destruction, then you got Rarity Collection, and then you got that, I think it's the Light Duelist Packer. There's another set looming out there. You got 3 in a row. They're going to be like boom, boom, boom. So, save your money for that. But if you are looking to buy cards, there are some cards that I think we might want to be looking at given what's coming in the future. And these cards could spike up in price. You might want to grab them now before they go up. And that's what we generally try and do. I know a lot of channels show you the cards that have gone up and how high they've gone, and that's great. I watch them. They're fantastic. We try and do it a little bit different. We try to give you the cards before they go up. So let's look at these cards that I'm talking about right now. I'm going to bring you over to TCG Player, and we will look at that. All right, so we are getting Momento support. Now, I don't know if the Momento support is good or bad. I really don't. I don't know how many people have an interest in building Momento. When Valence Smashers, which I think is the set that this came out in, there wasn't a ton of interest in it. A lot of people passed on that set, meaning a lot of people don't have Momento cards. If you are interested in building this, you might want to grab these cards now. They are super cheap. This would be a really cheap deck to build right now. And with the fire decks out there and Voiceless Voice, which is pretty expensive, all these very expensive decks out there, if you can't afford them, or you're tired of playing fire and you're just looking to play something fun, this might be a great deck for you to give a shot. Look at this. These are, again, super cheap. I don't want it on best match. I want it on high to low. All right, so Coming down here, you do have collector rares. Know that, you know, if you want the higher rarity of this, which I don't think a lot of people are chasing the higher rarity mementos, but if you do, they are very, very cheap. You can get the Witch for 26. You can get Darkblade for about 40. You can get that quarter century. I think this card has 4,500 attack, something like that. It's big attack. You can get the quarter century for 20 bucks. You can get the collector's rare for 13. But what I'm really here for are just the regular ultras and supers from this set, or from this archetype. Look, the Witch is coming in at $7.50. Bone Party coming in at $5. Those are your two most expensive cards. The rest of them are pretty dirt cheap. You're looking at that big attack monster. I'm not even going to try and say that name. The Combined Creation, you're looking at that like $2. I don't think you play this at 3. I think it's like a 1 of or maybe 2, which is why the collector's rare or the quarter century might be appealing, because you don't need 3 of it, I don't think. Darkblade, super cheap. Just if you're interested in Momento, if the support is good, these cards are going to go up. How high are they going to go? Not a whole lot, probably, because we're looking at like 20 cents. You're looking at, you know, these cards are coming in really, really cheap. But 20 cents is better than paying $2 a card. So if you're interested, consider the Momento cards. I think it's the artwork is just absolutely beautiful on these. I've considered building this deck just because of the artwork. I think it's super cool. I am a sucker for like mean looking monsters though. So all right, moving on from there, another set of cards that I think we might want to be looking at is Tachyon. We do know that there is going to be some Tachyon support coming out in that. I think it's a light duelist pack. We're just going to call it a light duelist pack. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments. We are getting support for this. I just wanted to point out that the Ghost Rare is $40 for this, and the Ultimate Rare, which I have somewhere sitting, I have it right up there, is about $16. They're very nice. I like the Ultimate Rare in here. I always like Ghost Rare, so Ghost Rare is a no-brainer. But if you want to save like 25 bucks and you just want to grab the Ultimate Rare, this is not a bad buy. You can jump in here, grab it. Of course it's going to be an unlimited, but you can come down here, you can get a light played for about $18. You can get near mint unlimited for about $20. I think it's worthwhile. If this is getting support, it's super cool monster that a lot of people love. So this is just something to say, hey, look, we know that this is getting some support, and if you want it, now might be a good time to come in here and grab it. As well as the Neos Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. That might be something you might want to grab as well for around $12 for the Ultimate Rare. Pretty good deals on the Tachyon cards right now. I looked at the charts. Neither of these are going up right now. And so it doesn't appear as though there's a lot of movement on the cards. Might want to jump in and grab them if you have an interest in those cards. All right, moving over here, we got another kind of wild thing to bring up here. Is I was just looking at Ghost Rares. Look, the quarter centuries have had a massive impact on the market. It has hurt Starlights. It has hurt Ultimate Rares. It has hurt Collector's Rare. You are seeing a rebound for the Ultimate Rares as well as some of the Starlight Rares where they are going back up. The Collector Rares are just taking a beating. it's kind of a shame, but the collector rare market is not recovering as quickly as the Ultimates or the Starlights. But the ghost rare market is not really affected by quarter centuries. So you come down here and there's the Tachyon, but there's one particular card that I am interested in because it's just way cheaper than I think it should be, and that is Sphere Mode. Sitting here, ghost rare for about $24. I do know that it has a quarter century rare, and a lot of people are just happy with their quarter century rares, but grabbing these ghost rares is a pretty decent buy, and really all of them from Ghosts from the Past 2. I do know that they have the scuffing on the back, and pretty much across the board they have the scuffing on the back. So any that you buy that say near mint are most likely going to be light played, but everybody knows they have that. It's just part of dealing with Ghosts from the Past 2. I think these cards are going to go up at some point. The Winged Dragon of Ra Sphere Mode I think is a great buy, but there's a couple other ones. Dark Arm Dragon, like I would definitely be buying Dark Arm Dragon ghost rare over the quarter century like every single day. Like I don't know why anybody would pass on this and buy the quarter century, but this is cheaper I think than the quarter century. I didn't look that up, but another one is Cyber Dragon. This is a great deal for a ghost rare Cyber Dragon. $36. Same thing with Red Dragon Archfiend, $36. Even when you get into the expensive ones, which is Red Eyes, Blue Eyes, Dark Magician Girl, they're still cheaper than they should be. What did I do? I don't know what I did. They're still way cheaper than they should be. I think Dark Magician Girl's coming in at $150, something like that. These are just not... they should be worth more than that. The Red Eyes, I think, is coming in around $60, something like that. And the Blue Eyes somewhere... Well, let's just look at them. Yeah, Dark Magician Girl around $150, the Blue Eyes around $145, and then you come down to the Red Eyes around $55. These are great buys for ghost rares. If you're in the market for ghost rares, they're not bad to jump into this right now. They're pretty low. Let's just click on the Red Eyes. The Red Eyes was a lot of money when it first came out. It's pretty high right now. It's been going up. I would imagine these are going to keep going up. And that's why I'm bringing it to your attention. So if you look at a year, like just go back a year. A year ago, this was an $80 card. So yeah, it's going up right now. But it was at its low. So it's gone up from 45 to 55. This is not the ceiling of this card. You know it's not. This card can and probably most likely will go higher. If you want it, now's the time to grab it. Same thing with Blue Eyes. Same thing with Dark Magician. And then those cheaper ones, I would be grabbing those. All right, moving on from there. Another... I'm never going to leave the Rarity collection. I'm just going to continue hitting these quarter century Rarity collection cards. They are going up. The high end of these are going up. The low end of these is going to follow. It will. If you've got some money, come in here and grab some of these. There's one particular card that I want to talk about, and that is Nightmare Unicorn. This is a playable card in the meta. It's a playable card in most metas. You don't have to get the alternate art. The alternate art is about $10 more than this. This art is beautiful, and it's $5. I have both of them because that's just kind of the person I am. But if you can only afford $5 quarter century, this is a great quarter century to get because you're going to be able to play it often. So I wouldn't let this sit here for $5. Eventually this card will go up. And no, I'm not sitting on a stockpile of them. I have one, mine. I'm not selling any of these. That's all that I got. I got my one. I have a play set of every single one of the quarter centuries except for Ash, Imperm, and Ghost Bell. I missed on those 3 cards. I wasn't able to get the playset before they went up, but I have a playset of everything else. As far as the extra deck cards, I have 1 or 2 of every single extra deck card because I do believe that they're going to go up and I wanted them. And I'm telling you this, not to sell these. I don't have them. I'm sold out of them, have been for a very long time. You're gonna wanna get these. These are way too cheap. They just are. Even stuff like Shadal Schism for $5. The Inspector Borders. I bought my Inspector Borders for around $3. You can get a good deal on those. These are cards that I would just make sure that I'd be getting. But I did want to highlight Nightmare Unicorn because it is such a playable card. All right, the last thing of cards that I want to talk about. And I know Jesse Cotton has made this a thing. But before we get into that, I'm just going to talk about the boxes. In Legendary Duels from the Deep, the Marincess cards are in there. You can buy a box of this for $30. It used to be $20. Yes, it's gone up. It's $30 now. But if you're interested in Marincess, I would consider, buying a box of this. This is not a bad box to buy. And I know that you might think I'm crazy, but it's a $30 box. I never thought I would say that this is a good box to buy, particularly because Forbidden Droplet is worth about $4 now in here. And that was the value and the chase of this set. But I want to show you what this set has done over the last year, year and a half, however long this has been out. So if you go in and you buy a box of that, first of all, you have a chance of getting Silent Honor Arc. Very nice Ghost Rare. I have 2 of it. I actually play this in my Shark deck. Very nice Ghost Rare. Coming in around $15. But look at the rest of these cards. Abyss Shark. This card has now gone up to $9. It's an Ultra in there. Fish Sonar has always been about $8 to $10. It's about $9 right now. Marincess Dive has gone up to about $8. Spring Girl is sitting here around $6, and that's a super rare. You're pretty much guaranteed to get at least 1 Spring Girl in a box. That's $6 back on your box right there. You do have the Forbidden Droplet coming in around $4. Then you got some $2 cards in here. It's not bad for a $30 box. I just bought 15 packs of this just to try it out. 15 packs. And in my 15 packs, I got a Spring Girl, I got a Marincess Dive, and I got the Ocean Dragon Lord. So I ended up getting, about 15, 20. I ended up getting about $20 back. Plus, I got an entire Marincess core from this set. Well, pretty much. I mean, you don't play the extra deck cards in 3-ofs for Marincess. I also got the Argonaut. I'm just saying, if you're interested in Marincess, or you're interested in Sharks, or the Umi stuff, it's not a bad box to buy. Yeah, and you might just luck out and get a Silent Honor Arc. That's what I got for you today. I know it's a weird market watch, or it's a weird video with a lot of strange cards out there. It's a weird time in Yu-Gi-Oh! We've got a ban list coming up, so there's a lot of cards that it would not be right to say, hey, go out and buy this card. Although I do think you should be buying Snake Eyes cards right now. Snake Eyes cards are hitting rock bottom prices, and I do not think that the Snake Eyes deck is going to get destroyed. I think Ash is going to go to 1, and you're going to get some side cards getting hit. Maybe World Sea Dragons, Atlantis, maybe that boat. I can't remember its name. It's a Link. I can't remember the name, but you know the card, Amber Whale. That could get hit. I think maybe Link Karibo, although I really hope it doesn't get hit. I think that could get hit. I think the deck is certainly going to get hit. But is it going to destroy the deck? No. And are they going to destroy cards that they still need to sell in current sets and need to roll into future sets to sell? No, they're not going to do that. They're not going to destroy Want It. They're not going to destroy Bonfire. They're not going to destroy these cards. So I do think you should be buying Snake Eyes cards. I know a lot of people disagree with me on that, and that's fine. But that's the deal on that. So there is a ban list coming out, so there's not a lot of cards. There's a lot of cards that I can't tell you to buy because they might be on there. In addition to that, Rarity Collection 2 is coming out, and we really don't know a lot of the cards in there. So, there's a lot of cards that I personally am not buying, and I don't think that you should be buying either. So I've taken those off the list. What you're left with is a pretty strange little list, but I hope you have some fun with it. It's a fun video to make. My name is Todd from Go2Cards, and I am out of here.